Hello again. This is Math 2270 coming to you from the College of DuPage. The title of this lecture is Midterm Content Guidance. As always, please be attentive while watching this video. First, a little context. As I've said before, and probably will say again, there are three things I hope to accomplish during the COVID era. I hope to deliver the strongest course possible, given the constraints. And that's number one. This is number two. This is more important than this one, but I do seek to minimize the anxiety of students. Consequently, I'm publishing this video and also working very hard currently on accommodations for the students who need accommodations. And number three, this is one, this is two, and this is three. Beyond a wholesome discipline, I strive to render grades and assessments gently. Now, the actual problems are being shared with and vetted by Cheryl Martin, who heads up the math assistance area, and Jesse Hayes Carver, who, as you know, is your GSG leader, so they can help you in your preparations, as well as you can come to my office hours. And with some students, I schedule even special time if they can't come then. Now, within this presentation lecture, I talk about content guidance commentary. And this is, okay, so what's on the midterm? And I'm doing this to aid in your preparation. And copies of these slides are included in your syllabus tab. So if you say, oops, I didn't take a note on that, you can go back there and look. Also, there's going to be a second video that is also very important. This companion video is going to talk about midterm process protocols. How is this really going to work? I'm telling you that in addition to this one, that is must-see viewing as well, because it's necessary, and I'll give you insights. And there have to be a lot of moving parts there, so that explains all that pretty well, I think. And so this video will be separately rendered, posted, and announced, but it will be happening soon. Now for discussion of the content. An important step will be for you to decide which approach to use on a problem. The directions will not say, solve this exact differential equation or solve this separable differential equation. The direction will pretty much just say solve. There will be 10 equally weighted numerical problems. Some of these problems, not all of them, but some will have multiple parts. I expect you to be able to identify the problem approaches, as I talk about up here, and then implement solutions for the following kinds of problems. And these will not necessarily be in this order. So, in scope then are certainly identifying and solving separable differential equations. Identifying and solving homogeneous differential equations. I also plan to assess whether you can identify and solve a linear first-order differential equation. I expect you to be able to identify and solve an exact differential equation. I expect you to be able to identify and be able to solve special differential equations that were covered in our notes. And in our textbook as well. And some of the great names that are listed there are Clairaut, Bernoulli, and Riccati. I'm not asking you all three of those, but I am asking you two of the three. And so, the well-prepared student will come in understanding how all three of those work. There's another problem that deals with the reduction of order process for second-order differential equations. And there are three problems dealing with homogeneous linear second-order differential equations with constant coefficients. And it makes sense for there to be three of those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there are 10 problems, and you will have 110 minutes standard time to work on this. So that means on average, you will be having 11 minutes to solve these problems and record your answers. So that's moving briskly. That's on average. Some of these might be much easier than others, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Multiple part questions might involve, and so you might say, well, what would be the multiple parts? Well, I could ask you, instead of finding a general solution, I could ask you to solve an IVP, an initial value problem. So you're really getting the specific solution that satisfies not only the differential equation, but some initial conditions. I could also ask you to determine all solutions, and in particular determine singular solutions to the differential equation. And another kind of thing that I could be asking is to determine the interval of validity for your solution. So certainly be familiar with these concepts as they apply to these kind of problems. And again, the focus on the midterm this term is on solving problems rather than doing modeling. Now that is right now, and that's the midterm. This will change on the final exam because application problems are certainly important. I think I already said that you will have 110 minutes. That's standard time to complete the work, and these slides are posted in your Blackboard tab. I think I've said that twice now. Just for some students wanting to do wayfinding and related commentary, I actually screwed up posting something, but in my cleaned up version in the announcements, this is the boundary for the test. So it's going to be all of these videos that I shared, including part of the ones on that last announcement, or let me say a recent announcement that goes down to here, and it's everything I posted before that. All the announcements are there, so you can look at all the videos and you'll know what's there. But that's where the midterm content ends. I did put other videos here because you're still doing work in week 5 in addition to this, but this is where the midterm content finishes. So this is where your preparation finishes. In your textbook, this corresponds to from the beginning of the book up to about half of the way through chapter 4. And that is more specifically, we talk about all the different variations on second order linear homogeneous differential equations. So that's the textbook where we are, and you are going to be sent Zoom parameters because this is a proctored test by the assigned proctors via COD email. You might have gotten this already, or these might be coming, but please watch your COD email for this. I'm advising you to prepare well, and that's between now and the exam. But then I'm also telling you when you go in, do your best. And this is really important because all anyone can expect. It's all I can expect. It's all you can expect of yourself. It's all your parents and friends could expect is do your best. So that's what I'm telling you to do. Prepare well and then do your best. In closing, now more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math, it will make you strong. And now, more than ever, take care of yourself and of each other. We're all in this together. God bless you all.